Say welcome back to the vlog.
Welcome back to the vlog.
We're home. And Josie is starting nursery. She goes in for her settling in period, so like an hour. But she had her first one on Monday. Thank you. You can just pop out my bed. And she was great. So we have another hour today. What do you want to tell everyone? Yeah? Okay, let's go. All right. This is the Day Cactus Fruit 3-in-1 Styling and Taming Wand. I picked it up in Florida. I mean, there's so many versions of these in hair brands, but I love the smell of Day products. I just wish you could get them in the UK. So I know this is annoying, but to support Irish, I would get the Smooth Company one. I just really like the wand on this because it's quite large, and I mean, most people that use one of these have a large head because we're all adults. I really like it. I think it does the job. It's not like a, you know, that Got To Be one, but it's like intense gel. That one really slicks it back, but I feel like this one does a pretty good job. Like I mentioned earlier, Josie is starting nursery, which is a little bittersweet. I mean, she's definitely the youngest out of all three to go to nursery. I guess she'll be starting technically at 10 months because she's just going for like 45-minute settling in periods this week. It's only 2 days, and then she'll go to Nana's for 1 day. I think it's just time, and this time of year is when things start to ramp up with work and business. She's going to the same nursery that both Olive and Oscar went to, and we dropped her off today with Olive and Oscar, and they like remembered different things and they were so cute about it. I mean, Oscar only went for a couple months to this nursery because it was during COVID, and he cried every single drop off, and he 100% does not remember. He's just saying it because Olive's saying it, but Olive went for I think like a year and a bit, and she loved it, like still talks about it. So that's really sweet. And all the people that work there that I remember us, which is crazy because I mean, it's been a good 4 years since we've even been there, maybe 3. They're all just so lovely, and she loves it. Like, I mean, handing her over, she's a little upset initially, but then as soon as we come to pick her up, they're like, she's been so happy playing and eating, and it's just really nice. And I mean, they're so good at their job, so I feel very at peace. And I mean, 3 days of childcare now, technically, I feel like I can get everything done. I was working with a day and a half for the last 10 months, and it got a little busy sometimes. I mean, Patty is incredibly hands-on, which is so helpful. And I mean, we both run Pearl Beauty together, but Elle Pearls and YouTube is still my income and my job. So I have to keep that running on top of it. And I feel like there's only so much my brain can do outside of motherhood. So 3 days it feels like 7 days for me. I feel like I can get a lot more done. So I just came back from Bible study, which was lovely. Our pastor at the church is preaching about Sermon on the Mount, which is really great. I think it really brings up a lot of things in your life, and I think it just goes back to the basics. And so it was kind of on anger this week, which was really insightful, and how to deal with it, and forgiveness and softening your heart. And it was a really good chat with girls. And I feel like everyone, whether or not you believe in God or whatever, we all have anger that we can sometimes harbor, and it's how you deal with it and confront it and forgive and move on. It was good to chat, but I'm gonna go to the gym now, and then I think I have to wash my hair, so I might film a little hair tutorial once I get back because it's hair wash day. Also, that looks dramatic. Like, it's definitely not that dramatic in real life. I'm not receding. I feel like my hair is, well, I kind of am receding, but it's like super blonde there. Oh, not good. I've decided that I'm gonna do a little hair tutorial. So I'm filming something for Instagram, like a short version, but I'm gonna film the more chatty version here. So there is a little, you know, phone light, hence the little glow, but I've washed my hair, and I bought the Kerastase Resistance range right before I went to Florida, and it was in all my male stuff whenever I got back. And it also came with this blow dry care for damaged hair serum or cream. So I've been loving this. I also still use my Redken acidic bonding treatment, these together. And I've also included to the mix my Living Proof Scalp Serum for density. And I'm yeah, just over halfway of using that. So those are the 3 things I put in when my hair is damp. Prior to blow drying, I use a little, I think this was in a PR pack to be honest, but it's like one of those like a little bit safer or more gentle on your hair rather than a towel. I sometimes use a towel. I mean, I don't always use this, but this is the trifecta. I will link it down below. I really, 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 really rate these 2 because this is almost gone, this is almost gone. I just love this line in general. I think I've gone through like 2 of the shampoos and conditioners. I go back and forth, kind of alternating between that one and the Kerastase. This I've just heard incredible reviews amongst so many different people with hair health, growing, density journeys. Everyone always brings up this line from Kerastase, so I hear good things. So I'm gonna put that in my hair and then we'll start blow drying. Once all those products are in my hair, I'm just gonna give it a quick little brush through. It's a little nutty. I normally brush my hair prior to taking a shower, but I did not this time. I also think because it's thickening up, it's just, I mean, I'm not complaining about it because normally my hair does not take a lot of effort to brush through, if I'm being totally honest. So I welcome the struggle. Guys, like that is mid-back. I can fully grab my hair in the back, which is crazy. I feel like I've not been able to do that in a couple of years. I mean, I did have a bob 2 years ago, like really short above my shoulder. That's a lot of growth. I did have the bob for a while, so it's not like I was growing it from 2 years ago. But for blow drying, honestly, I'm not doing anything crazy. I just use the Airwrap without any attachment because it just blows straight air. So I'm doing a really quick rough dry to get most of the moisture out of my hair, mostly from my roots. Honestly, if it can get 80 to 80% dry, that's perfect for the barrel attachment that we're gonna use. Most of the moisture is out. You can obviously see it's like puffy, which is always normal after a quick little rough dry. I am realizing how light my hair has already faded. I need to get a couple of toners in it next appointment, but it has grown so much. I'm so happy. Okay. Now I need to section it off and we're just gonna work in layers. I'm not doing any pinning, nothing fancy. Like I need a quick turnaround here. So I probably do 3 layers in total. The bottom 2 layers I tend to curl towards my face with the Airwrap, and then sometimes the very front piece beside like the front of my face, I go away from my face, depends on the mood. I'm not too precious about it. And then when it comes to the very top layer, that's when I switch from the barrel to the round brush. That's literally most of my head. I just have the top section left. Hairspray, this is from Philip Kingsley and it's the finishing touch, so it's very lightweight. Find heavier the hairspray, quicker it falls because you're just adding more weight onto the hair. So just a lightweight hairspray will do, and we're not brushing this out, we're keeping it in. I'm losing a lot of daylight here. I feel like the storm is about to start, so let's finish this off. We have the round brush on and I have left my bangs out. It's starting to heat up in here. We're now at like the 13 minute mark. Okay, so just really getting at the root, going over and over, but under. Does that make sense? We want it to lay under fully, and then I'm gonna actually take off the attachment because it can stay in place, and then we'll let it set for a couple minutes. With the rest of the hair, I'm just not gonna touch it. So I'll probably leave this in for like 5 minutes. I need to go to the bathroom. I might get Patty to make me a coffee. I can't make a coffee yet. That is my 2025 goal, is to learn how to use that Sage grinder and machine, because I need to learn how to do it, although Patty makes the best coffee. So I'm gonna go do that, come back, take it out, and we'll finesse it. Okay, so volume is there. I'm just gonna run my fingers through it to soften it a little bit. I'm gonna be using the Gisou oil. Oh, it's so good. I forgot how good it is. I also bought the hair mask in Florida, which I'm gonna do, I think, on Friday or Saturday night, but I love this. This is definitely as curly as it will get. It will slowly drop. I mean, you're gonna see anyways because I'm vlogging. So this is the final look. I don't pin it because I don't want a curl. I still just want body and movement, and that's what the Airwrap gives you, and my hair feels so healthy. Feels so good. Okay, hopefully that was helpful. Don't be too precious when using the Airwrap. I mean, I think it's more in the products. Obviously, if you pin it, You're gonna get a little bit more volume and height, and the curl will probably last a little bit longer. But if you don't want to shorten your hair, if you already have like mid-length hair like myself, you don't want it to like look like this, let it sit. You don't have to pin it always. You can just let it sit and not brush it out for like 5 minutes. But hopefully that was helpful. And yeah, I'll see you guys when I start to make dinner. We pulled a newbie move whenever I was filming the hair tutorial, I believe. I was saying how I had like 15 minutes left of recording time, and it was a fresh new vlog for the most part. I mean, I can definitely film a full week's vlog, and I was like, what is going on? Like, this is so annoying. I had the wrong SIM card in. That's only 64 gig, not the 215 or 250 gig, so that was my fault. I think I was gonna film my skincare, and it just obviously stopped, and I have been busy since. That was Wednesday, sorry. Yesterday was pretty chill. I met a friend for coffee. I filmed, oh my goodness, I need to vacuum. You know what you notice when you have darker hair? You see it on the floor. You see it everywhere on the floor. Oh gosh, yeah, I really need to vacuum. That's probably from doing my hair the other day. Okay, this is actually a good example of like showing you my hair. I can't find my silk bonnet anywhere. I swear Patty threw it out because I always put it in my drawer and it's not in my drawer. So I need to have like a deep search for it, or Patty potentially threw it out. But this is my hair slept on without a silk bonnet, and like you can still see the volume and movement. I swear by the Airwrap, it's like all I use. I don't use straighteners or curling irons at all on my hair, and I think that's going to only help aid in my hair health journey because I can't just rely on heatless hairstyles like with my job. I don't know. I like to style my hair also. That's just point blank reason. Yes, back to yesterday. I went and talked in front of a whole bunch of young girls yesterday evening about business and starting Pearl Beauty and just all that kind of stuff. And it was good. It was a little humbling at first because like no one said a thing after, and I was like, is there any questions? And then everyone kind of like came alive near the end, and it was great to like connect with like younger girls and kind of prepare me for 2 girls of my own at that age, but they were all really sweet and really kind. And then today is Olive's birthday party that I'm hosting. We quickly planned it in Florida. She wanted this one specific play place that's just relaunched in the area, and it's fully booked until like May. So amazing for them, not amazing for me as a mom, because I thought a month in advance was early enough, but it wasn't. So I have to be more prepared for next year. So I'm hosting. I only allowed her to pick like 3-4 friends from school because I can't have the whole class. There's, I think, 31 people in her class, and she's friends with everyone. Like, she really is, which is so lovely, but I can't have that many kids at the house. We're just doing a cute little party here. So very, very small, and we're just having her favorite food. I think potentially going in the hot tub. She loves the hot tub. All the girls are so excited for it. And I mean, my sister-in-law and mother-in-law are still going to be here, so it's kind of like a mini family Friday with it as well. So that will be really nice, but it's going to be a pretty busy evening, so I'm definitely not going to vlog it. Actually, I'll show you the kitchen, what I've done. I just ordered things off of Amazon to like decorate it, but obviously I'm not going to film other people's kids. I got some balloons off of Amazon and just tied them together and put them on top of the island lights. I feel like that's my go-to whenever I host. A couple platters of sweets because I need them out of my house, so those can go. We have prepped crisp areas, but we're getting chicken and chips and pizza, which is the requested options. And then this is the setup. I mean, nothing spectacular, but we got the number 7, little butterflies, and where her friends are gonna sit. So sweet, cute, and she's happy. You guys, do not sleep on the French pin. I don't know what it looks like in the back, so if it's not good, tell me in the comments, but I whipped my hair up in like the messiest ponytail when I was doing Pilates there. And I mean, sometimes when you don't put effort in, that's when the best looks always happen. So it's so hard to recreate because you're trying to create an uncreated look, if that makes sense. But I had it in a ponytail, and this is like all frizzy and messy, but I feel like that accentuates look. And then I just twisted it and whirled it around and then stuck a pin in, like one of these. I think I got them on TikTok shop. It's like a pack of 3, literally a little French pin. And I was told you put one side, so on a sideways, if I was putting it on this way, one side like against your scalp and the other one through the bun or like the hair that is bunched together. And so it's like stuck to your head, but it still like has, you know, movement and flow to it. Is it even in frame? So yeah, I feel like this piece is gonna fall any second, but I'm gonna let it do its thing. My sister-in-law picked up, I'm just gonna call her Jess because I hate saying my sister-in-law. Like, she's not even a sister-in-law, she's like my sister, and I feel like if you hear me say Jess, you just know it's her. So from now on, Jess, because it sounds so like weird to say sister-in-law. Jess has picked up the kids because she normally does pick them up on a Friday, which is so kind of her. Josie woke up like 15 minutes after we put her down for a nap, so I was just in there settling her and she's back to sleep. Thank goodness, because she needs that sleep before the chaos happens of all the people coming over. Kids will be here, as in all of Oscar and their cousins will be here in a wee bit, and then everyone else will be like an hour or two afterwards. So we have to order pizza and everything else, but it's gonna be a fun night. It's the most beautiful day too, like 12 degrees and pure sunshine. Couldn't be any better. Oh, did she open it?
No.
It's my homemade maraca. Where's the birthday girl?
Hi.
Are you so excited for your birthday party?
Of course.
Oh, okay. We have the cousins over, and Nana, and Josie! You want to see yourself? Who's that? This is the oldest and the youngest cousins. You would think they're not far off in size. Oh my goodness. Hosting a 7-year-old's birthday party is no joke. I feel like this is a perfect example of how I'm feeling right now, whatever that situation is. No, honestly, it was actually really fun, and Olive came up just there before going to bed saying it was the best night of her life. It was her most favorite birthday yet. And I mean, there's been 6 others, so I think the hot tub was the star of the show, but Patty and Johnny had them running around the house and running through the sprinkler, and it was just chaotic fun, but for a kid, pure fun. Anyways, I was rudely cut off when I was trying to show you my skincare the other night, so I'm gonna attempt to try again. First things first, I always like to wash my hands. I don't know why, I never really used to, but I just feel like with acne prone skin, I'm just a little bit more, I don't know, why not? I also repurchased these little cleansing cloths. Again, they're very handy to have, and I feel like there's more competitive options out there, especially on Amazon, that I think I got a 50-piece one for like well under 20. So I'm just gonna quickly wash my face with water and take off my mascara because it's a tubing mascara, so I don't need any lotions, gels, creams. It just comes off with water. So that's the first layer of makeup off. My mascara is fully off just with water. So now I'm gonna use a cleanser, and this one's actually new. It's Dr. Sam's Flawless Cleanser, and this brand is actually Northern Irish, and everyone was raving about it locally, so I ordered a couple things, and this was one of them because I was in the market for a new cleanser. It's a gel clear cleanser. I'm gonna add a little bit of water so it bubbles up a little bit, and I'm just gonna do a quick cleanse, really get in there, and use the cloth to take it off. I like using that cloth because I feel like I can get into like every nook and cranny and I'm not like a crazy mess. It's actually an interesting texture because it's not foaming, as you can see, but it's taking off any extra makeup. So just doing a really good cleanse before this battery dies. My face feels incredibly clean but not tight, which is a really nice feeling. So now I'm using this double serum from Clarins, and I mean, there's like a quarter left. I really like this. It adds moisture without it feeling greasy, and I just like to press this in my skin. I don't necessarily like massage it in, just press it in and you can see the glow, and it really leaves my skin feeling like nice and supple. And then this is my nighttime moisturizer, which is the Henrikson, the kids need me to say goodnight, a Price Skin Rich Cream, Barrier Cream, which I'm almost all out of. Patty actually really likes this cream too, don't you? You broke a cup? Oh no, your favorite cup? Oh no. That was a custom cup too from Zara Ceramics, wasn't it? You broke both of them actually.
No, you broke my other one.
No, I did not.
No,
you break all the cups.
No, you broke the other one and then you said, I'm sorry, I'll buy you this cup. I broke your other one.
That's not true. Sometimes I add an eye cream and I just use the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. So maybe let's just use it, why not? We're here. Okay, we made it for the styes. That's it for nighttime skincare. Sometimes I use a lash serum, sometimes I don't. I also put eye cream on my lips as well, and sometimes on my neck, but that's it. Good morning. It has been a pretty chill Saturday morning in the McGowan house. Patty took Oscar to his football game this morning, and I stayed back with Olive, and she wanted to play with, sorry, I'm trying to figure out the stand here. She wanted to play with her new toys that she got from her friends from last night's party. So we've just had lunch, and we're off to Irish dance for Olive as a little family, because we tend to go for a walk while she's dancing and grab a coffee. This hat I picked up at American Eagle when we were in the States. I also picked up this bag from Uniqlo. It was on sale for like, I don't know, $15, but I thought it was a nice pop of color. I don't have any red bags, and I love this style. This is my third one. I have a cream and a black, and I just know I'd get a lot of use. I kind of wish I got a navy one, because I feel like I would use navy a lot too. This is a very old H&M cable knit jumper, and oh, maybe I'll put you a little bit lower. And these are like low waist barrel leg jeans from Hollister. Don't know if I love them with these like little Western style booties, but it's too cold to wear like a flat, because I prefer to wear a barrel leg with like a flat so a bit of skin is showing. And it's just not the weather for flats. It's a little bit cold and overcast, and I also don't think barrel legs suit trainers, like chunky trainers, in any way. We're going with this, and I mean, I don't really care. I'm gonna put on a big jacket so no one really can see anyways, but I need a coffee.
Move in this formation. Good. Give me two more. One side, center, opposite side. Good. Center. And go ahead and part those legs. I want you to round over your little foot. Good. So powerful this pump. As you snap that air next to you, the cover's going to be here. Can you do it? One more round. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh.
Good. Arms are feeling here. We're not going for a pelvic thrust. It would be fun, but it doesn't work for triceps. I want those hips to be stable, and those elbows to just go back and forth.
Pilates was a workout, I think, because it's also like super sunny in the room, and because we have like large windows here, it's almost like a sunroom effect, where in the summer with the sun shining in, it heats up really quickly, but then in the winter it's obviously really cold. Anyways, I've added my wrist weights. You can also put them on your ankles, so it just depends on the style of workout. If it's more arm focused, I put them on my arms, so it elevates the arm workout. And then if it's more like leg focused, I'll put them on my ankles. I got them on Amazon. I've had them for a couple years now, but I've actually not used them since having Josie. So I feel strong in my Pilates course. This is my second round of it, so I thought, okay, let's amp it up a little bit, and my goodness, it amps it up. So that is all done. It was a Pilates arms and legs. I still do the Pilates Strong program on Jamondo. I pay for a yearly membership, and I think it's like under $5 a month. This is not an ad. I've worked with them, but I just pay for my own membership because I like it. And I think when you figure out what fits, like what style of Pilates or workout you like, consistency is where results happen. I think if you're just putting on a random workout every time you work out, that's a good start because you're doing something, you're moving, but your body tends to change when it's consistent with either weights, Pilates, all that stuff. Anyways, that's what I've been taught by the professionals. Stay consistent, and that's when your body will show the results in the areas you want it to. So I've been doing that program now for 3 years, and I love it. I did it throughout my pregnancy with Josie as well. I just modified some of the moves, so it's pregnancy safe. They always give a modified version within the program, like someone in the background is doing modified, and then they have a more elevated version as well. So I'm back to the elevated version, and now I've added weights to give an even more elevated version. Right, my skin is dry because it always gets really dry after we go on a holiday because there's no sun to keep it nice and moisturized anymore. I was sent this last week in a PR parcel. It's the Josie Moran Whipped Argan Oil Body Butter. It says moisturize and firm, which is always a nice thought. I believe in the moisturization, but again, I was always taught there is no exercise for the skin. So it can maybe give the appearance of a firmer looking thing, but I mean, no lotion is gonna firm up your skin fully. Like, that's just impossible. So I'll take the moisturizing properties, but I love the smell of this. It has like that argan hint, and I think she mentioned in the PR like little letter, it was like her version of the smell of what a sunset is like in LA or something. And I mean, it's warm, it's buttery, it smells really good. I really like it. I've been a fan of Josie Maran for a while, actually. I remember when I worked in Sephora as an Anastasia Beverly Hills educator, I'd go around to all the different Sephoras in the GTA in Toronto, Ontario area. And I always was intrigued. What was it? The argan oil face oil, obviously. So it's always interesting to see brands, you know, rebrand, come up with different styles, change things up, but still have something that's similar at their core. I think that's how a business can stay relevant and successful, is always obviously listening to their specific customer, but being open to change. Obviously, who you are and your brand story is what stays, but I think it's such a fast-paced environment that you have to always be open for new ideas and ways to do things, or else, I mean, someone else is gonna do them. It's such a, quick moving environment with business. Just putting that on because my legs were chapped. This sports bra is like a really light impact one. Got it in that Black Friday sale for Monday Body. I always get stuff at their semi-annual and their Black Friday because it's just a little pricey at full price, and I save like up to 40% whenever I buy it those 2 times a year, and I don't think I need to be buying more sets outside of those 2 times a year. So I always kind of keep an eye on the one that I'm looking at wanting or buying, and then mark it for either, I think it's April is the next one, so I guess that's soon. And obviously Black Friday is the other one. Okay, Josie's down for her second nap. Patty had to go with Oscar to some football thing that he was doing, and she was playing with something, and now she's having some TV time because they get TV time on the weekend. I'm gonna go join her, so we'll check in for dinner. We are off to Finca for dinner, which is a part of Fidela. No, you guys had dinner at home. They had, what did you guys have for dinner? Quesadillas and crisps. And we're meeting Jess, Johnny, and the kids there for some food for the adults. Some burritos. So it's gonna be a nice chill night. Mondays are always one of those flustery kind of mornings. I mean, the weekend just kind of offsets you a little bit. But anyways, I went to the gym this morning. Kids have been fed, ready to go. Patty's doing drop off. I'm just gonna like slightly get ready just to feel a little bit more put together, but today is an editing day for this vlog in particular. But I thought before I finish it off, I wanted to show you a new base that I'm doing. I ordered this Dr. Sam's Flawless, what's it called? Gossamer tint, but it's a broad spectrum SPF 50. A lot of people are raving about this, and I bought the cleanser and the tint because I love anything with SPF in it. It's so good. Like, it is decent coverage for an SPF tint. Sometimes it can be quite sheer, but it is comparable to the Note BB cream, which I love. The only thing sometimes when there's like it's SPF, there's like, it feels like sand in it sometimes. I don't know. It is not fully, just like little particles sometimes in the pump, not continuous, but don't be alarmed. I'm going to add a little bit of the Drunk Elephant De-Bronzy Sunshine Drops, just because I have a little bit of color still. I'm holding on to it. I'm gonna unzip that so it doesn't go anywhere. I'm going to mix it on my fingers, and then I'm gonna actually blend it in with a beauty blender so that it's a little bit more flawless. I put a bit of concealer on under my eyes this morning, so this is just gonna even out my skin, obviously add protection, which is the most important part. Also gonna add coverage, and I mean, the glow is welcomed as well. That is just a pump of the tint, SPF 50, and then a little drop of the Drunk Elephant bronzing drops. And for the last 5 days, it's been my base, and I can build it up to decent coverage, actually, like medium coverage, which is like full coverage for me because I don't like to wear full coverage. This is more on the like light medium side for a perfect Monday editing day. Really, really happy with that. I'm wearing the shade 2. If you're any darker than me, I'd go for shade 3, but I mean, I feel like I have more flexibility going with a shade that's closer to my like everyday skin color, and then with like a bronzing drop I can change it up for whenever I have fake tan on or anything like that. The finished kind of look, really like that. I'm gonna end the vlog here and get editing. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, let me know what you want to see in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.